So across party lines, many politicians in Nigeria seem to be very angry with Wike. Considering the way he has carried himself recently, he poses himself, to be an emperor at the moment. And many people are reacting and disclosing their dissatisfaction with the way Wike plays his own kind of politics in Nigeria. Listen to Dele and what he's got to say.
I said it before, so it's not new. If I had the power, I would have fired Wike long ago. There is nothing to it for me, but the PDP leadership must have their reason for keeping him to continue to trouble the party. Anyone who knows Wike very well knows that he wants to eat his cake and have it at the same time. Wike wants to have one leg in APC, another leg in PDP. There is no doubt that Wike is still nursing his presidential ambition, and he wants to use the Tinubu template, if possible, plus the Donald Trump template, which is by being tempestuous, harass everybody, bully everyone into submission. And Nigeria allows it. He's trying to copy what he saw in Lagos State, where the then Governor Tinubu left in 2007 and has been in control of Lagos till now. He wants to replicate the same thing in Rivers. The only difference is that Rivers is not Lagos. And the people of Rivers are saying it clearly. And this is even above partisanship.
So likely very soon Wike will become an orphan, without mother, without father, because all the parties might end up rejecting him. We all know that even some members of the APC do not like his style of politics. His style of politics, he thinks he knows it all. He's got all the power, he's got all the money, he can influence anybody, he can do anything and nobody can question him. That is the stage we are today. People are surprised, the way Wike could not really manage the person of Fubara, because Fubara seemed to be a quiet and gentle looking human being, and people are like, if Wike cannot manage Fubara's type, who else can Wike manage?
I have seen Fubara at work, very diligent, very respectful, very obedient. So it is surprising that within 6 months the house seems to have collapsed on both Wike and Fubara.
And the recent intervention by the president has been condemned by so many people, because we saw the president abandoning the constitution because he knows that what is happening today in Rivers State suits the APC. The APC wants to take over Rivers State.
And when you talk about intervention from the presidency, yes, it is the right of every president to maintain peace, law, and order. But what I did not see in President Tinubu a few days ago was a fair-minded intervention. The intervention should have been for him to call Wike to order. There was no crisis in Rivers. Only one man is giving problems in Rivers, and that's Wike. Because Wike wants to be the maximum authority in Rivers. So I expected the president to call him, say, Oga, you were governor for 8 years. Now I've given you another sumptuous meal in Abuja. So why don't you just settle in Abuja and let the Rivers people take care of themselves? That is what I would expect ordinarily.
The APC does not see anything wrong with the 27 lawmakers who have now left the PDP for the APC. They don't see anything wrong with that. You can imagine if the reverse had been the case. I mean, if these people had moved from the APC to the PDP, the whole Nigeria will be shaking, because you will see people like the likes of Festus Keyamo. They will come out and tell you that even if Tinubu does not take any action, that he's going to take the money from his pocket to pursue the lawsuit. We all know what he did to Atiku then, when there was this allegation of corruption and all that. Festus Keyamo said even if Buhari was not going to do anything, he is going to take this case up. He's going to do it from his pocket. That is the APC for you. When it does not suit, them as a party, when it doesn't suit their interests, you see them fuming. But now look at what happened. Even a child in primary school knows that when these lawmakers decamped, their seats were rightly declared vacant. And the president didn't see anything wrong by asking Fubara to accept these lawmakers who are now APC members.
But what did we see? They continue to pander to Wike as if he is the almighty God in Nigeria, just because he supported APC in the last election.
Right. Well, look,
and so how does a president who is not a judge announce and give instructions? Some media describe it as directives, that all the commissioners who resigned should be taken back. Those commissioners in the first instance were all appointed by Wike for Fubara. Fubara was just a figurehead. Then those who voluntarily left the House of Assembly, 27 of them, we read that 2 of them ran back. Maybe when reality dawned on them, they ran back. So those 25, you say, take them back. Their salaries should be paid. Then the speaker, now there was a speaker and there is a speaker. So how does a president now intervene and say the speaker, who has already walked out of the assembly, should go back? How do you do that when it's a legal process? That's why I say it is absurd. And interestingly, as if by divine intervention, there was a speech by the former governor of Lagos State, a man that I respect so much, Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola, SAN, that a president cannot intervene in a constitutional matter. And the case in Rivers is nothing but a constitutional matter. It has nothing to do with APC, with PDP. The thing is already in court.
So Wike is the one that appointed almost 80% of the members of the cabinet under Fubara to keep a watch over Fubara. So Fubara is like a ceremonial governor. And now Tinubu wants him to allow majority of the lawmakers who are the ones to approve whatever bill that he presents to be on the opposition. Nigerians, who does that? I mean, who does that?
You see, you do not understand the extent of the Wike virus in PDP. So sometimes virus is treatable but not curable. So, and it takes time. So you can take pills and everything, but the virus has to wear itself out. And I'm happy that the virus is being dealt a fatal blow by his own man, Fubara. When he was putting and picking Fubara, he thought nobody would challenge him. Fubara will carry files to Wike's house or office on daily basis whenever he's available. He will belch instructions and orders at him. And you know, after some time, even a man must respect himself that, look, what am I doing here? And then to the extent that there were reports that Wike will scream at him in the presence of his subordinates. So, there is no governor of Rivers State that will not be popular with the amount of resources available to Rivers. There is none. Dr. Peter Obi was the darling of PDP. Once upon a time, he almost became president, just like Wike. Chibuke Rotimi Amechi was a superstar governor in Rivers. So, but there was finesse to what they were doing. Wike threw everything to the winds. Wike is like a bull in a china shop. That is the difference. So, you know, you can be popular, but popular in a negative manner.
Do you think it was right for Tinubu to have intervened? Because many people have come out to say that Tinubu wasn't fair to Fubara in that agreement that was reached.
Let me tell you, the president of Nigeria is probably the most powerful president on planet Earth. He can turn a man into a woman and a woman into a man. To quote Chief Alex Akinyele of blessed memory, I once interviewed him, and that was his description of the Nigerian president. Anyone will be intimidated going into the villa. It's natural. There are not many people. Even Wike, upon all his gra-gra, you can see that when it comes to Tinubu, he's groveling, almost prostrating. He's opening doors for people in the office of the chief of staff. That's how powerful the president. I could not believe my eyes when I saw Wike opening door for Bajamia Emila's PA, Bobo, and all that. They have boiled Wike. Wike is well boiled now, APC. Because when a mafia means a bigger mafia, you'll be sober. Wike has met more than his match. In fact, very soon Wike will become an orphan. Because APC are not going to allow him to come and scatter their own party the way he scattered his own party. Nobody can trust you. If you slap your father or your mother in the marketplace and people hail you today, by tomorrow everybody will be running away from you. That's what Wike has done. Wike messed up big time. He didn't know how to manage power. He didn't know how to manage the grace of God. God loves him so much. From beginning of this democratic experiment, Wike has been permanently in power in one form or the other. From local government chairman, chief of staff, minister of state, governor for 8 years, back again as minister of FCT. What more could a man ask from God? And that's why I kept...
Power-drunk politicians. I mean, these are the kind of politicians we have in Nigeria. They are just after the power and not even willing to give the people the dividends, you know, the people that voted for them, if at all our votes still count in this country. Let's just assume that our votes counted. You voted these people into power and they just came in. Their own is to look for ways, you know, to stay in power all their lives, because that's just what Wike is trying to do. He wants to ensure he remains there like Tinubu, who has been like a godfather in Lagos State for a very long time.
7 months almost gone since they took power, and you would expect that these people prepared for this power. Now they are blaming Buhari, their own immediate predecessor. Is it not a shame? And then now they are fighting. They were fighting in Ondo State just for them to give power to somebody. My Egbon Akeredolu, I mean, I love him, I pray for him every day. You know, but what does it take to just give power to his deputy? They had to hold meetings upon meetings. Everybody wants to just hold on to power. Now Rivers, we don't know where next. You know, so how can a country make it? And we're running around looking for investors. We're looking for foreign loans.
Well, Mr. Mahmud,
since this government, I mean the APC government, came into power, they've not given Nigerians any dividend. Look, we are almost 7 months, as in 7 months into this government. Nothing to show for it. Nothing. When I mean nothing, I mean nothing. Nigerians, 7 months that this government came into power, they've not been able to tell Nigerians the way, the direction they are going. They've not even found a direction, not to talk of helping Nigeria to come out of this current mess that we are into.